we don't have all the answers, you know, and I think collectively as a community, we can get there faster. Now, I will...
No, I'm not on that wall.
I thought you looked familiar.
I know. It's the old Cops episodes. I wasn't the cop, I was the other side, but America's Most Wanted. Yeah, I really enjoy, I'm going to start calling him Mr. 8-Pager. In the next magazine, which comes out in about 2 weeks, I'm not going to do a promotional thing, but I'm going to say something. In 2 weeks, the magazine comes out. He has 8 pages in my magazine. Do you know how much 8 pages in a magazine is like?
I'm a talker, apparently.
So, you know, not only am I, you know, from law enforcement, I'm obviously from the psychiatric trade because I did an intervention, and it turned out to be 8 pages of an intervention.
I'm better. I'm better now.
But he was a great conversational piece. So. I hope you support it, and you know, if you can't afford the magazine available, you know, I'll make at least that interview available, and you can put it on his website or Facebook page. But because you know, I'm not here to, you know, kind of promote. I'm here today to talk mostly about commitment, and it's a great commitment for me to do a magazine that's printed and published. It's a great commitment for me to do distribution. It goes around the world. I'm really surprised when I started it. I thought there'd be a good following, but there is a massive following overseas more than in America. It's not, trust me, it's not bombing in America, but I thought, hey, America would do well, and then trickle effect, you know, Ireland, Japan, you know, things like that. I was just in the UK working with a distributor, and it's selling like hotcakes, and what bothers me is the shipping, and of course we have the supply and demand chain issues, we have the port issues, items like that. I would hate to be, I'm a police officer and private investigator. I would hate to be a port authority person right now doing you know, tariffs and bill of ladings and, you know, people coming in and out of the country. That's a tough job right there, technically, you know, all the border patrols. So I definitely got on point on that one. But the magazine's doing really, really well, and I have some people that want to hear about Marie's group right over there. I have some people in Hollywood that want to talk with me, RPG and Stacy. Sorry, Stacy, you know, couldn't be here today. But
Thomas, sorry, you got to talk a lot louder.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So. Trust me, I like to talk. I like to hear myself talk. So I'm talking about commitment. And I want to put the magazine aside. The commitment of the people here today. You know, I applaud you, but I have a microphone. I applaud you, and I applaud the people here because, you know, it's tough to walk forward and talk with somebody about this industry. Even if it's just, you know, paranormal in general, you know, it's Bigfoot, UFO, ghosts, what have you. There's a lot of people that just kind of give you a dirty look. And one of my first things that I ever ran into was a ghost story. Boston PD, my first year, rookie, and an older woman comes into the station, the precinct, and talks with a couple of people on intake. And one of the assistant captains, and I said, well, why don't you go over and see Thomas? So I take her information. She has a missing niece, and I decided to go and look into it. Little did I know what I was getting into on that part. I went, the long story very short, it'll probably be one of the issues. I went and I found her. She was in a warehouse, second floor, that used to be like a discotheque, like a Studio 54, that had a fire. And I saw her there, and I went in, I couldn't find her. I had a partner with me. I said, you know, you go the back way, I'm gonna go to front. We couldn't find her. I come back down, I see her again, my partner doesn't. I go back to the police station and report everything because, you know, I have to do reports. We're buried in reports all the time. And everyone was laughing at me. And I'm like, you know, why are you guys laughing? And they go, oh, you just did the Cassie case. And I'm like, what's the Cassie case? Her name was Cassie. this woman comes in all the time, elderly woman, looking for her niece. She wants to know where her niece is. And I found her niece. But her niece has been deceased for a number of years. And they were just sending me out just because it was a rookie hazing thing. It was a hazing. I mean, I'm just over 18 to send me out there. And so then I go back to the grandmother, in a sense, and report that I saw her. And she's like, perfect, I wanted to know where she was. I guess she's there, but sometimes she moves. And she just wants to, every couple of years, know where she's at or have affirmation that she is still around. And so that was my first paranormal case. You know, we had a farm in Kentucky, which I had summers there. And I would always find Bigfoot tracks. I would not have any sightings, I wouldn't have any sense, no smell. They used to always say that, you know, Florida Skunk Ape, but, you know, Bigfoot, unkempt in Kentucky it has a scent, it's a smell. But I always would find tracks. Of course, it was by a very, very good game trail. And so, I mean, I was really interested in the paranormal, especially what some of the people here will remember, you know, 1977-ish, Leonard Nimoy, In Search Of, great personality, great voice, great, you know, credibility. He didn't just sign on to any project. He took projects that he thought was very interesting. That's why he's never done like a game show host or a night, you know.